Hi children, we've got another assembly for you now, and this is a story that I'm going to read to you that talks about how you shouldn't judge somebody by how they look. And that's what our assembly is about today, thinking about what's inside that counts and how on the outside it can give us some clues about how somebody's feeling, but it doesn't give us the full story. So this is the story of Smiley Shark. At the beginning of this book, it just reminds us, got all the different fish here, reminds us how we're all so different, but if you look, everybody's got a smile on their face, so everybody living here is very happy. So this is the story of Smiley Shark by Ruth Galloway. A far away, deep rolling ocean, there was Smiley Shark, the smiliest and sunniest, the friendliest and funniest, the biggest and toothiest of all the fish. Can you see him? Here he is. Think about how he's feeling. Every day, Smiley Shark watched the beautiful fish that dipped and dived and jigged and jived and darted and dashed with a splosh and a splash. But look at their facial expressions. So they all look very different, but they've all got similar facial expressions. It says Smiley Shark longed to dip and dive with them, but whenever he smiled at other fish, they just swam away. And I know if my friends did that, if I was playing on the playground and my friends came out, that would make me feel really sad if they ran away when I came over. Smiley Fish went over to Angel Fish and said, "Will you play with me?" Angel Fish had a big shock on her face. Angel Fish shivered and shook, then raced away as fast as she could swim. Swoosh! So we've got some more onomatopoeia in this book. Pufferfish was blowing bubbles. "That looks fun," laughed Smiley Fish. But Pufferfish blew himself up in a big spiky ball and pricked poor Smiley Shark on the nose. Oh, now both of them have got different facial expressions. Pufferfish doesn't look very happy at all, and Pufferfish, they only puff when they're scared. So he's feeling scared, so the spikes help to protect him. But Smiley Shark just wanted to go and play. He wanted somebody to play with, and now he's got an ouchie. Starfish was twirling and whirling, dancing and prancing. "What fun," giggled Smiley Shark. But Starfish cartwheeled off as fast as she could go. Swirl as she goes. She can't get away from him fast enough. Smiley Shark flashed his grin at jellyfish and octopus and catfish. Off they swam as far from Smiley Shark as they could get. So I know Smiley Shark's feeling quite lonely now, quite isolated. That means that he feels really left out from what everybody else is doing. "Everyone is scared of my big white teeth," wailed Smiley Shark. He didn't feel much like smiling anymore. Think about that word, wailed. If that's not a word that you know, have a talk to your grown-ups about where else you could use that word. Splish, splash, twisting and turning, splashing and churning. The fish danced faster than ever. Smiley Shark watched from a distance, but this time something was very wrong. Have a look at this picture and see if you can infer what's going to happen next. All the fish were trapped. "Help!" cried the fish. "Please help us, Smiley Shark." Smiley Shark swam round and round the fisherman's net. What could he do? How could he help? The only thing Smiley Shark could do was smile. "Ah!" screamed the fisherman, dropping his heavy net into the waves. "I'm off!" he cried. So they were all really scared of his teeth. But his teeth have actually become a tool in saving his friends. And here he wanted somebody to be scared of him. So he's used his facial expressions for a different reason. "Hurrah!" cheered the fish. "We're safe. Thank you, Smiley Shark." And as you can see, right at the end of the book, everybody's happy, including Smiley Shark. So they now know that his teeth are something that he was given and not part of his personality, and that actually when he smiles, he's not coming to eat them, he just wants to play with them. So now, far away in the deep rolling ocean, Smiley Shark and his friends can be seen dipping and diving, darting and dashing, sploshing and splashing and smiling. So that's the end of my book, and I've got a little activity for you to do with your parents at home and with your siblings. So if you can see my screen here, you can see I've got 4 different characters for you to have a little look at. So I want you to discuss with your family at home, including your grown-ups, which of these people would you trust if you were alone by yourself? So who would you trust if you were out by yourself? Would you trust this lady? or this lady, or would you trust this man? Because at Woodlands, all of these are strangers to you. So if you pause the video and have a little discussion about which of these you would trust and why. And now if you've paused and rejoined us, we just want to remind you that at Woodlands, if for any reason you are lost, we encourage you to to stay still, okay? If you're in a safe place and somebody will come and find you that you know, it's easier for you to stay still. But we don't judge somebody by the way they look. And interestingly, parents, when we do this activity in school, we find that a lot of young girls would go for somebody pretty who they would feel is a safe person. But actually, it's about encouraging people not to judge anybody by the way they look. And if you are in a position where you need somebody who is a stranger to help you, to encourage you, if you see somebody in a uniform, you can trust them, but you are not to get into cars with anybody or to wander off. So if you're lost in a shop and somebody in a uniform says that they will help you, that's fine for you to stay in the shop, but they've got to be in a uniform. So think about different uniforms, and please discuss with your children different uniforms and how they can be in different places, and those are the people that we want to support you. But talking about stranger danger with your child's very important too, to ensure that they understand that somebody can approach them and be very kind to them, and thinking about over the summer holidays doing our best to keep the children safe as much as we can. So thank you, have a great summer, see you soon.